E-Man Nate Watson. Can you tell us about some of your earliest memories in Haiti?
One of the earliest memories I had of Haiti, I remember I was at my dad's house, and my sisters and kind of my dad, they were all gone, and I remember just me and Cece being there, and then suddenly the wind started picking up at our place, and then the water started coming, and I didn't know. I was like so scared, didn't know what happened, and then suddenly just things started picking up, and our house started flooding, and it was like before we knew it, we were in the middle of a hurricane, and we had to just try to survive, and that was tough. And I remember saving my sister's life when that happened, and that was one of the earliest memories I had.
Um, One of my earliest memories is that, well, I just talked to my mom this morning, so it brought all the memories back. And one of the earliest memories that I miss my family so much is that my mom would work like 12, 14 hours a shift. She'd come home around like midnight, and we all be hungry and stuff. So she would still find a way, even though we didn't have the money. She would still find a way to get the money and end up staying up till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning and cook us dinner. So we didn't go to bed all hungry and starving and everything. So that was a really big thing. So it meant a lot to me about it. Like it meant a lot to me. But yeah, that's one of my earliest memories. It meant a lot.
Okay, mine is when I was in Haiti, with my aunt and my dad. Um, we didn't have that much money, and we lived in a small house that had two rooms, and that had two rooms on 10 people or more people that lived in there, and only my aunt and my dad that had a job in the house. Um, we didn't have that much money or food, so we had to work hard to get what we wanted, and we had a lot of people in the house, so life was always hard for us, and um, especially for we kids that were in the house. So
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Well, I mean, life in Haiti, like it was always hard. Like, and Eman was saying how somehow, like, and I don't think it's luck. I think it's God's grace. How we're always able to find some food, and we're always at least able to at least have one meal a day,
Yeah.
and we're so thankful for that. And
And I was the youngest one, so I couldn't really do anything. The oldest one would go out and do whatever they want, but I had to stay home and starve, basically. So my mom would always find a way. I don't know how she did it, but she found a way and did it and support us.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons she sent me to the orphanage, because she didn't want me to have the same life as a kid the other kids had, the other ones. So, like, when I was in the orphanage, she actually asked me if I wanted to go back home. And I told her no. I told her if that's what she thought was good for me, I'm going to stay here, and whatever comes on, I'm going to take it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so, same thing for me. I was the youngest one. Me and my sister Beth was the youngest one in the family, and every time we would have to stay home, and um, with our oldest sisters and one brother, and we didn't really have that much to eat, and um, things were always hard for us, and sometimes we would just be pretty hungry, and we didn't know where to go to get food, so we would just have to stay home and wait for dinner, and sometimes we don't eat dinner because we didn't have that much money to buy food, and most of the times, every day we eat breakfast because it is the first thing we eat in the morning, and lunch and dinner. Lunch and dinner. Uh, sometimes we eat breakfast and lunch. Sometimes we eat breakfast or dinner, cause and sometimes if we get enough money, we would just eat 3 meals a day. But if we don't get that much money, we would just eat 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day.
So, what are some funny memories you guys had in Haiti? At least one funny memory.
Yeah, I have a lot of funny memories in Haiti. One of them is I was a fighter, so I was got into a lot of fights, and so man, I'm trying to think of one. I remember this may not seem funny now, but at the time it was. But we kind of go to like the village with my sister. So there's my dad's house right here, and then we were going to the village, and there's these guys, and I thought, I could take them on and everything, and I remember just getting beat up so much, but I was trying to prove how tough I was, and everything, and I just got beat up.
Yeah.
And so
That's how it was. If you're living in a neighborhood, you had to be the tough one. I mean, like, you see me now, I'm not the fighter look, but not in Haiti. I used to get in a lot of fight. But yeah, like that's how I met one of my best friends down there. Because I moved to the house next to him, and he wanted to control the whole area. So we got in a fight, and then we found out we were like even. So we're like, let's just be cool about it. So after that, we ended up being best friends.
For me, I was pretty small when I was in Haiti. Kids used to pick on me because I didn't know how to fight that much. So when I'm eating my food, they would come to me and they'd be like, "So, give me a piece of your." They'd be like,
That's chicken.
"Give me some food," and if I don't give them food, they would just beat me up and get the whole food, not just half of it. They would just get the whole food. So I didn't order brother. His name was Sonson, and both of us got another brother named Sonson, and he would just help me out, and he would fight the bullies off me, and he would just get my food back.
yeah, so Nate was one of the lucky ones. So
Same.
yeah, I have 2 older brothers, and I remember one of them, Sabian, and at the orphanage, and whenever I got into fights there, he was the person that kind of would break it up and help me out. And I didn't know I had he was even my brother until he stepped up out, because I couldn't figure out why he was always looking out after me, and until he told me that I was his brother. And so I just remember that was like whoa. It's like, no, you're not. But then he was able, tell me stuff about my dad and everything, and it's like, oh, I got one. So like the family structure in Haiti, it's like sometimes like men, we kind of just they go and do their own thing. They don't really stay. So you may have brother that's way in the other side, and you never met him really, but you do have one, and you didn't really talk about him. But a funny moment that happened kind of recently is like when Nate and Eman, remember they came here, and they must have not liked me very much or something. I went over to their house, and they started fighting. And the cool part is I was stronger at that time, and could easily defend myself. And I just remember Nate had these long nails, and just like that on me. I'm like, man. And I asked him, and I told him, I said, hey, you're going to want to get a girl someday, right? And how are you going to get one if you look like one? So now he keeps his...
Well,
so...
You were way stronger than us, and we just get... that was when we first came to the United States. We were pretty weak because we didn't have good food to eat down there.
I weighed 65 pounds when I first came here.
Yeah, both of us were the same amount.
Same amount.
And
now I'm 150.
He was older than me, and we were the same amount.
Yeah.
So that was kind of sad. We were on. I was 11 and he was 12, and yeah, and you were like 12 now, to be honest.
One of the memories that hit me a lot. I mean, like I loved it that I had like a lot of brothers and a lot of brothers and sisters. I had like 5 brothers at home. They were all like older. So one of them that like it hits me a lot because in Haiti the men actually beat up the women sometimes, but my mom never got beat up because my brothers always stood when my dad was drunk, and he ended up wanting to fight my mom because he wasn't doing the right thing. But he always tried to end up beating my mom. But one of my brothers actually threatened him one time. Was like, if you end up touching my mom once, if you end up touching my mom, that they will actually kill him. So he never ended up touching my mom. So that was a really cool thing that I had older brothers in the house that take care of me. So it was really cool. One of the reasons, the reason me and him knew each other now is because my mom knew his aunt, because they were best friends. My mom would always talk to me about him and his aunt. It's like, yeah, you should definitely go to the orphanage. But I didn't really like it because I was playing soccer at the time, so I didn't want to leave my whole family behind. So finally, she just told me, like, let's go. It was like a rainy day. It was like pouring rain.
Yeah.
So I came in the orphanage. Remember that rainy day? Yeah. And then he like saw me. At first, it was a little awkward for me because there were so many people there, and then everyone was like talking to me and everything. And then he was like the oldest one there, so at the time. Yeah. And then we ended up being best friends because we started talking. But like in the orphanage, they teach you how to speak English. So he was teaching me how to speak English at the time because I didn't know how to speak it. And after that, I kind of got over it because I kind of knew the English more than he did after a while. Yeah. So it was a little funny. And then, like, how did we? Oh yeah, and we got adopted together. Yeah. It was that one time they're like, I was in trouble once, and the lady that owns the orphanage came over to tell us that we got adopted together, but I thought she came to talk to me. So I got scared and went in the bathroom. So I was in the bathroom for like hours. So it was very funny. And then finally she called my name, so I didn't want to come out. And like the lady that owns the orphanage is his aunt.
Yeah.
They related.
I would say she's my aunt.
Yeah, they related and stuff. So they told him that they were adopted, but she didn't really tell him that I was in there too. Until I came out of the bathroom and I was scared. So and then finally I got out. She was like, "Yeah, me and him are brothers now." So at first I thought she was joking, and then she said, "Yeah, like my mom was gonna come soon in like a month or so." So we were like really excited about that, and then that's how we got adopted because we were like really best friends. When my mom told me why I was adopted here now, she said that was one of the reasons because she saw me with him, like every pictures we took was we were together. So she did. She's like she was gonna adopt him first, so I was gonna be left behind. So they took me. So it's all weird.
That's pretty much like the whole story he just said, and we hang out a lot when we're not finished. Like everywhere we go, you would see me and Eman, and I had a sister there when I was not finished. She also came to the United States with me, and she's older than me. She right now she's 18, and back then she was 13. She's 2 years older than me, and she's I think half a year older than Eman, maybe more than that, and Eman and I used to be we're still best friends now. We are more than best friends. We are like actually brothers, you know. We are like we all living in the same house, and we still treat each other the same, and we're cool with each other. So
we still get mad at each other, but
we just like don't get mad like we won't fight. Sometimes I won't fight him, but
that wouldn't happen. I'd kill you.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's really cool. I was in the same, not the same orphanage, but I was at a different orphanage, and the people there came, and after I met my dad and my adopted dad, and he so someone come and they tell me, oh yeah, you're gonna get adopted, and they give me this little picture of my mom and dad. I was like, oh, that's just awesome, because I'm like, man, I want to get out of this, place. And so and when I came out of Haiti, I never thought I'd get the opportunity to go back. I always thought that I was gonna just come here and just stay in America and just always forget my family and everything. And I didn't. One of the things that hurts me the most is that I never got to really say goodbye to my sisters, and what they're doing, and Sabian, and all of them. I never got to say goodbye. Just mostly, I got to say goodbye to my dad, but just and him. My dad and I, we didn't have a very good relationship, and so it was kind of like, good riddance, really, when I said goodbye to him. And over the years that God has kind of worked with me and said, look, you need to go back and forgive him and not hold grudges, because it really just destroys you. And I'm so thankful. And in fact, in Kids Rock, not Cornwall, we're talking about being grateful and everything. And that's one of the opportunities that I'm grateful for my dad allowing me this chance to. He said, yes, I want my son and my daughter Cece to have a better life, just like he said for you guys. People said for you guys, I want them to have a better life, and you take them, you have my permission to. And that's
something for me too. When I was in Haiti, lived with my aunt, and we didn't have that much money, like I said before, and they wanted me and my sister to have a better life, so they put us in the orphanage, and then we met a lot of new kids, and we ate better every day. Instead of eating one time a day, or
we ate 3 times a day.
We ate 3 times a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and we were pretty healthy.
We weren't healthy.
We weren't healthy,
but we were better than we were before. So
we ate more than we used to at our own house, and I don't know, a lot of things were messed up. So
some of the hardships I know we faced in my family is like when my mom passed away, and when I was 2, and I really didn't know what that meant, to lose a loved one. And I think all of us, we've lost 3 of them.
We've lost someone.
Yeah,
my dad died, so.
Yeah. My mom passed away when I was a baby, so I didn't really get to know her. I saw a picture of her. I don't know. I just saw a picture of her, and I think it was pretty cool just seeing my mom, because I never see her in real person before.
In fact,
so yeah.
My dad died when I was in the orphanage. So how old was I? Like 10, 11?
Yeah, you were pretty young.
Yeah, I was 10. He actually knew when my dad died. I didn't even know, because my mom didn't want to tell me, because she thought I was gonna cry. But I feel like I don't think I cried. I'm the type of dude who keeps everything in. I don't like telling people what I feel and everything. So, and then like a month later, my brother died right after that. So it was a really hard time for me during the orphanage, but I tried to make it work. I tried to be happy and play around still, but like I try not to think about it now, because I don't really like to get emotional about it. But I try to think about it. So like I still miss them, but I just don't think about it. So I don't really know how it feels like, really.
And it would have kind of helped, like, to understand, what really death was. I mean, I was at a young age when my mom passed away, so, and I remember her a little bit. Had this image of a mother being like very caring, she was the go-to person for me. And so it was, and suddenly she was just not there, and I didn't know like who to go to, and I didn't have much of a dad, so it really like tore my world apart, losing my mom.
So how will this trip impact you, and just getting to see your family again?
It's gonna do a lot for us, because we don't know when we're gonna go back again. So I'm actually trying to get like as many cameras as I can get, go down there and take as many pictures as I can.
Yeah. We should like buy a camera and videotape our families.
Cause like this morning, like I said, I talked to my family, so they sounded really excited about it. I told them I was coming in like 4 months, So my sister's like really excited. She's playing soccer still, so she wants me to bring her soccer stuff down there. And I'm excited to see play her little soccer and see how she's doing. And yeah, my brother is doing pretty good. My mom's doing really good. She's doing all she can to help the kids down there, because my sister just graduated from high school. So like that, the high school down there is different than here. So look, since I'm gonna graduate, like she's older, looks like I'm gonna graduate right after her. But the high school down there actually put college in there too. So it's like she's doing high school and college together down there. So it's pretty cool to see. Like she was really happy when I talked to her this morning. So yeah.
I can't even imagine, to be honest, what it's gonna be like to see my family again. I mean, it's I have not seen them in so long, and they're gonna change so much. But what I'm really looking forward to is seeing the height difference, because my sisters and my brother, man, they look so tall and everything, and just seeing like, oh, you're not that tall or something now, and just really seeing how meeting my couple nephews and a few nieces and that I've never seen, and it's like, hey, here comes Uncle Watson, it's
Uncle
like
Watson.
it's
Yeah,
like that.
those are the best, dude. When I got like two young ones, they're really fun to mess around with, especially when you have food. They want the food, so it's gonna be really nice to like make food and like feed them. So they're gonna like be on you like every day. They're not even gonna let you out of the sight. It's gonna be really cool to see.
I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I might have to adopt you guys from my family, because they're just seeing pictures of them, they're so cute, it's just like, I miss them, and I never got to meet them, but when I get there, it's like, you got to give me a big hug,
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I
it's
don't
gonna
care. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's like,
Same thing for me. It is a big thing for me to go back to Haiti, because I haven't been there for a long time, since I was 11 when I came here, and I haven't been there since then. And I think it would be pretty cool seeing my family again, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, Nate, you changed a lot," and I'm gonna see the difference between who changed, and I hope I recognize my dad and my sister, my family, stuff like that. And I think that's a big thing, that I'm going to Haiti, see my family again, and they're gonna see me how I've been, and stuff like that. And I think it's not just a small thing; it's a big thing for me, I think.